Hello, hello. We're going to try to do a flyby so that we can see what all we have here. And it's just the basic village view. Hopefully, I don't run out of fireworks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As you see, we have like a road here. I started using roads a long time ago because I did not know that there was such thing as a compass. And be honest with you, I just kind of liked them. And we're going to end right here. Mainly because I'm out of fireworks. And I'm really hoping I have some in this house. If I do, we'll keep going, but this is outside of the village that's over there, which is just a villager village. I really don't have too much more. Well, I guess I got a little cot there, but I really wouldn't count that as anything. We're golden. We're golden. I might want to do this again. Ha ha ha. Head on back. Watch out for fencing because it will kill you. I went ahead and fixed the road. So that way I could easily walk wherever I was going, maybe to the other house. Made stairs up to the big square. I don't know if I'm the first to take a beacon and make it into a waterfall, but great place to land. But I do like my water beacon. And let's see here. We'll go this way so we can see a little bit more of the village. I ended up repairing it and I brought all the villagers over. This is where the villager trading hall is, and it's not like one of them ones where everybody zombifies the villagers. This is one of them ones to where the villagers live inside a house and just are regular villagers. They have their trades. But the setup here is not just to keep the villagers in, but to keep the pillagers out after I'd lost pretty much all of my villagers to pillagers. So that's Fortune 3, Luck of the Sea, Silk Touch. And I basically named them off of what they do or what they have. Put an auto farm in there. I had my son make the sheep farm here. So each one of those are dyed a different color, and then I get to have my regular sheep to where I get to clip them regular. Because, I don't know, I find it fun. This right over here, am I going to make it? Yep. This is my lava farm. And as I kept going, I just kept going. That's a spider. I'm not going to really do too much to him with a bit of leather. Now you're wondering about this. I put lava in there. I take a bucket of water. I throw it up here. I get obsidian. That's how I get all my obsidian, at least at the time. This is the back of my auto smelter. And to me, an auto smelter is much simpler. I don't need something to go super fast because most of the time I don't use this stuff real quick. I mean, I've got more stuff than you can shake a stick at, and I can shake a stick pretty far. This I made using a tutorial from Avalanche, and I love this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a cobblestone farm, not a stone farm, not anything else farm. I hate these little guys. Okay, can we... Yeah. Alright, that I made for Luke, and then I started buying and making different sets of gear to put in there. I made this set of stairs, and then ultimately this whole build has to do around this platform right here. And then I wanted to make something for my mother who had passed, and I made this, which was going to be a church and really didn't end up being a church. Ender poop. Well, let's get out of here before he shoots me. This is one of the earlier houses I made, and it seemed so far away at the time because I was right up in here. My spawn point, which much later I built a house for, is right here. You know what? Since this is a tour kind of video, let's take a little longer of a tour. Bam! Right into the wall. Wow. Yeah, don't recommend doing that. We are at Bedrock of the Nether, so no sleeping here. And then we're gonna first stop here. That leads us to Pumpkin Road. That's our terracotta place, where you see the... If you see my video where I say a city underwater, that's this one. Plus it's got my spider farm. That leads to a woodland mansion, which I was so happy to find, but it was right beside lava, so it was burning down as I went to it. By the way, I did die there. That's Ancient City, which was real neat. My son looted it after I told him about it and how I died there. Old Dad Village, Dark Forest Camp, and Village with the End Portal. Which, if you've seen my video with the village, and I speak of, you know, like a village once I found the end portal and things like that, I kind of just forgot about it. And really, that's the portal. And it's crazy because it's so far away from the original village, and it seems so close. So the one thing about running all your portals and stuff like that through the Bedrock is a lot of times when you do that, you end up super far underground, such as this, and you work your way up. And another thing about this is this wasn't the intention whenever I made this portal. I made this portal to see where it'd go, and then I realized it was right by my end portal. See the floaty rocks? That's how I know where I'm going. Plus it's pretty lit up over there. So there's my little base or house or whatever you want to call it. We're going to go straight up. And there's the village. I went ahead and modified all it. And sometimes I just like to go to villages and hang out at that village. Maybe do a little farming in that village. And I know it sounds silly, but it's just things that I like to do. I like to fish. I like to cut down trees, and I like to mine. You know, all stuff that ain't really normal, but it really comes in handy whenever I do builds like this. Which, again, early game build. Though, don't get me wrong, it ain't like I'm some great builder now. I'm just a regular, in a way. Oh, and this nether portal right here takes me to the actual nether. But this, if I could ever get in. This right here, that door takes me out to the bottom. And this right here takes me to my end portal. And this area, good, I'm in crouch because these things burn you. Here we are. There's a mine shaft down here, and my son is quick to point it out. And I went ahead and grew some bamboo here because you never know when you need sticks or if you forgot your tools. And yes, that was a thing early in the game. Either forgetting your tools or not even having them. And I made this little base, and then you go down here. That is the wrong side. There we are. And this is where the end portal is. And as you see, I farm in the end. And I'm thinking over here is the skeleton farm? S farm. Yeah, skeleton farm. And what I first did was lights. And the lights told me how to get there. See, it points its way up. Because I easily get lost in these kind of places. And there it is. And here we go. Now, one thing I had made, see, there's one of my Enderman Farm. My son made that for me. Sad to say, it really doesn't work. Speaking of Endermen, why don't they poop on their own lawn? I don't see any Ender poop anywhere. Now, my son had his own server at one time, and when that happened, we took one of these pillars, or two of these pillars, all the way down. Oh, you know what? With this being said, that's the Ender farm my son made. That was the Ender farm that I had made. I tore it down for the most part, but it is a little bit of a hidey hole still. Might want to close that. It was never really an overall super effective Ender farm. As you can see there's where everything dropped. Wonder if there's still anything in it. Oh. Never find out that way, will I? Nope. What about there? Oh yeah. Yep. Tons of Ender pearls. Now, I am not a real fan of this. But really, if you're going to be in the Hall of Bad Guys, this is the place to be, because as long as you don't look at them. you tend to be okay. This is one of them places where you can do this number. Ah. Okay, we're going to go through this portal and work our way back to Old Dad Farm. And there are plenty of other places, but I've showed those in similar videos. But I just kind of wanted to show you, in a sense, how big this area is. And this is only just a little bit on my days off. Is he chasing me? He sure is. It's a bad idea. No bacon. Anyway, just a little bit every day, and on my days off, I play it. That leads to nowhere. I've went through that door before. I have no purpose for that door, other than I just wanted an alternate way. See what was there. This whole setup in the actual Nether is all portal. Well, not portal, but tunnel. I made sure that I made a tunnel for everything because I don't like dying. See, Old Dad Village. That's the original village, the mine, the raid farm. Let's see here. There is where I get all my netherite. This one leads to the stronghold, which is just right outside the door. And that's the end of our tour for today. Thank you for joining me. I love hanging out with you, and I know that this one was a little longer. And that's there because, you know, that guy may not have attacked me if I was wearing it. So all else fails and you're new and you just come and hang out, you can put that on and be safe. Alrighty. I want to show you this real quick before I get off here. That's lapis. And that one's redstone. And the reason for those is because, you know, I had my son fight the Wither. I am not one real big on fighting the big bad guys. I don't like it. I like mining and cutting down trees and things like that. So, anyway, I found this video that said you can take, and basically, as long as you get yourself another beacon, which I had him just go around collecting for me for a while. As you can kind of see, there's another beacon in there. So this is a regular beacon covered by a lapis with a beacon top put through it. Alright, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Later.